When everything started, we were taking a flight from Milan to Sardinia. That morning there were around 16 people infected in Lombardy region. As a joke with my Instagram account, I post a picture of the plane writing "escaping from Milan." We didn't consider that what it was going to happen would be something as it is now. In Sardinia during that time takes place a festival named Artiglia. It's an event with more than 500 years of history. Based on pagan roots, it's a carnival to propitiate the harvest. Artiglia is something that should always happen. In Italy, some big events have already been cancelled because of coronavirus, but not this one. The knights, with their masks, should stay on horses during the whole day, as the tradition says. And if they fall, the year will be a terrible year.
Ambulance is first thing you hear in the morning, last thing you hear in the evening before going to bed. Apparently it stopped not far away from here. The best seller in food category, do you know what it is?
What it is?
Coffee.
But they will get more anxious that way.
Yes, but we are Italian. How can we live without good coffee every morning? Number 6, it's Easter egg.
When is it gonna be Easter?
In 1, 2, 3 weeks.
Can you imagine if we have to do Easter here?
Oh, we will.
Here on Easter, me and you, and that's it?
I think so.
Oh. The day we were supposed to come back to Milan, there were already more than 200 cases of coronavirus in Lombardy. So I was really scared. But when we got in Milan, after one day, I was very comfortable.
Ecco qua a Milano, martedì, come vedete tutto normalissimo. Quindi, cari ragazzi, non facciamoci fregare da questa TV che ci racconta un sacco di cazzate. Oh, una mascherina.
One of the worst days were when Italy has been locked completely down.
That weekend we decided to visit Stefania's parents. The news said that Lombardy region was going to be a red zone. It means that no one can get in or out from that area. And when we moved back in the city after 4 days, the whole Italy became a red zone, completely under lockdown. And that changed a lot of things.
It seems to be in another dimension, not being in the city. And when you go around the streets of Milan in the rare occasion when we go out, you can see these places that usually are full of people, empty, and you can hear the sound of your steps.
You should go around only if you have some clear reason to do that. And now that the measures are heavier, there are no people at all around. Really creepy, especially with this grayish weather. It's really like going to a ghost city.
until now, we do not know when all these things will finish. So we need to get accustomed to this new experience of our life. Okay, so we have target paper for the next
decade.
4 years, I think.
We started spending most of our time in our house. But yeah, there are many things to do at home, so
I have time to analyze myself, I have time to read more books.
we do much more exercise.
I can cook many things in these days.
I wasn't doing that before.
I have time to stay on the sofa and think. Look outside the windows and observe my neighborhood.
So things get better in some way. Except for one thing. Sometimes in the night, Stefania was hearing my heart beating very strong. So one day, kind of out of the blue, she said, I have a blood pressure measure. Would you like to try it?
The first result was extremely high. I think I also took a picture because we were convinced that the machine was broken. The results were 175, 134. So we decided to call the doctor.
The positive aspect of it was that I was able to go around more than if I wasn't sick. The bad aspect is that if you get the coronavirus, that disease will affect you in a very bad way. It's 8 a.m. in the morning, and today I will have my first blood test.
We were in the total emergency. I was so worried for Mattia. Even going out could have been really dangerous for his health. I absolutely don't want to think about what could have happened if we continued acting like there was nothing in his body.
Okay, this is the place where I should do the blood test. What the hell? It says that it's closed since some days ago because of the coronavirus emergency. Well, there's a number that I can call and maybe I will find out something better about this. They told me that there's another lab that is open and it's another 20 minutes walk far from here. So I will try to get there.
What happened?
I have some high pressure.
So, Jaron, you know that those who are with high pressure are those who get worse with coronavirus. It's true.
Amazing.
You have high pressure, really? How high?
It was around 180, 120. Yeah.
We will talk about it in a moment.
Yes.
as well.
Yes. Let's say, what's your job? What do you do?
I'm in 3 hospitals right now in Barcelona. The main thing is the coronavirus. All job goes around this. I'm doing a kind of filter to decide who has to stay and who has to go.
You also show me X-ray of the lungs.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't clear to me because I'm not a doctor at all. The COVID disease in that.
Okay, normal lungs
Yeah.
must be seen black because of the air.
Okay.
But here, where you see there are like white spots
Oh.
in the peripheries,
Mm-hmm.
in the outside part of the lungs.
Yeah.
This is a typical image of coronavirus pneumonia. In a normal bacterial pneumonia, we see a kind of ball, white ball in one part of the lungs.
Okay.
And coronavirus does it like more spread. And also with the auscultation, we heard like cracking. When you heard the cracking, it's a bad sign. It means that it's gonna be like this, probably, or even worse than this. This one, for example, this one is horrible one.
Oh my God.
But if you see the first picture I show you, after 2 days of the symptoms, 2 days is nothing. It means that in few hours, maybe 1 day, can get as the second one.
Wow. Do you have enough respirators here in Italy? The main issue is related with that thing.
Yeah, the problem is the same here. In some places they have to decide who gets intubated and who not. Sometimes. I don't know why we're still behaving as we're not globalized as we are. Something that spreads so quick in China, it's obviously spreading quickly everywhere in the world. I don't know why we waited so much.
Well, it was the first time, so we didn't expect it all over the world.
Yeah, that's stupid.
I'm going to a charity assistance to give this cheese for the people that need it. So this is my mission of the day.
Generally, I think that volunteering in every way, it's something that you do for yourself. Because you're looking for a different experience in your life. I passed the last 5 years of my life in a business school. I was in an art time, and I was looking for something different, something that both can, I don't know, make me feel that my time is useful. And Pane Quotidiano is a charity born in the last decade of the 19th century, basically during a big outcome of scarcity in Milan. And nowadays our mission is still the same. We distribute food and non-food items to people. This is a type of volunteering that I like. You see what you do. If I work for 8 hours here, I know that a lot of families can have food. I feel extremely satisfied of my work here. Pane Quotidiano officially closed the normal distribution 11th of March. We passed from a direct model to the people to something like we became a big warehouse. For example, this milk that arrived yesterday will expire in 3 days. So we have to be extremely fast to give them to the charity, and then the charity will give them to the people. During the end of March, we had 3 big charities with giant trucks, and we give them a lot of things, and we have to work something like at a high speed because they came here every day. It was a high pressure moment, but we came through quite well, I think.
Grazie a lei. Grazie. Buon lavoro.
Before this lockdown, our lives were so frenetic. We were in a critical point of our society. Now the world is stop. We are polluting less. We can breathe. We can hear the birds singing outside. I really hope that we will continue with this trend of respecting our planet.
I think what coronavirus did is that it shift perspectives. Like you start thinking that life is not always as you might think it is, and you should be aware and ready for change. I started worrying a bit less about my condition and being more interested in what is going on. That's why I chose to talk with Alicia. She's working in an emergency room. What she can tell me is more important than what I'm seeing.
Many people are defining your category as heroes. What do you think about this?
The thing is that, I mean, we can be heroes in a way because we are being embraced every day, but the other side of the hero is like, oh, now you're saving us, now you're working so much and doing like long shifts at night and to help people, and yeah, but this is what we usually do always. Our job is still the same. You can have a weekend without coronavirus that is way worse than what I've been experiencing these days, so we're not heroes. We're just doing our job.
Coronavirus is a shared experience for all humanity. That can be a very meaningful layer to build up a wider community and a more peaceful society. I think we will face a worse phase before getting better, but unless this shifts to authoritarian states and dictatorship for everywhere, and that's a possibility, the other option is that we will start changing our scale of values to something better.